What if the scariest stories weren't made up, but were real and hidden in plain sight? What if ancient books weren't meant to teach, but to warn? Tonight, you're about to hear a true horror story buried inside an ancient text. A story scholars tried to dismiss, monks tried to erase, and some believed it should never be read aloud. Across the ancient world, texts were carved into stone, pressed into clay, and written on fragile parchment. Most were prayers, laws, myths, but a few were different. They weren't shared openly, they were hidden, locked away, sometimes buried with the dead. And according to those who studied them, they didn't just describe evil, they invited it. In the late 1800s, scholars excavating near the ruins of an abandoned monastery uncovered a sealed stone chamber. Inside was a single manuscript. No title, no author. Only brittle pages covered in strange symbols. The writing was a mix of Greek, Aramaic, and something far older. The monks who once lived there had sealed the chamber from the inside. Scratched into the stone door were their final words: "Do not finish the reading." Naturally, the scholars did exactly that. The manuscript didn't tell a story in the usual sense. It read like a record. It described a presence known as the One Between Names, a being not born, not summoned, but noticed. According to the text, this entity existed just outside human perception, feeding on attention, fear, and remembrance. But the most disturbing part was this: once the entity was fully described, it could recognize the reader. Not possess them, not attack them, but follow them. Within weeks of translating the manuscript, strange things began to happen. One scholar reported hearing whispers while alone. The words were spoken in his own voice. Another claimed the shadows in his study no longer matched the movement of the light. The lead translator wrote in his journal, "The text is changing. Words I swear were not there yesterday now appear, as if correcting me." Soon after writing this, he stopped writing entirely. Years later, when authorities reviewed the manuscript, they found something impossible. The final pages, believed to be untranslated, contained modern references: electric light, steel doors, printed books. Someone or something had continued the text after its discovery. The final readable line chilled everyone who saw it. "You are closer now. Keep going." Of the 7 scholars who worked on the manuscript, 4 died under unexplained circumstances. 2 vanished without a trace. The final survivor refused